Hello everyone, welcome back to a slightly different angle in the conservatory here at Rathbone Manor today, and that's because the sun is over my shoulder, and if I have it set up the other way around it's just too bright and we get a much better exposure. I've been to the car boot sale again, bought some stuff, namely pliers, and also got Mrs Rathbone this rather wonderful cactus. So we'll start by taking a look at this, shall we? And as you can see, it's quite a tall one too. Look at that, very nice. She likes her, as you know guys, she does like her cacti, does Mrs Rathbone, so I had to pick this one up. This one cost me £5 from one of the stalls there. I'm a regular purchaser of a cactus from this guy. So yeah, Mrs Rathbone's cactus. Okay then, so that's the important part over. So what we'd better do is I'll bring the camera down here and let's have a closer look at what I got today then. And we'll start as per usual with what cost me what. The first stall I came to, he was just setting up, and he'd come quite a distance, but he was just setting up. I liked his saw, which says welcome, that's nice. He had quite a few tools. I bought this lot from him, and he wanted originally £1 a tool, so I said to him, £3 for this lot? And he said, yeah, why not? So that's nice, £3 for that lot there then. Let's have a look. This lot came from my favourite stall, and they cost me £3 as well. These two fellas here were £1 each, and this little Eclipse pad saw handle thingy here, 50p from another stall. I think let's start with that one, shall we? Now I'm beginning to get quite a collection of these little pad saw handles. This one's a little bit grubby and can do with a clean up. The little the fixing here is a bit rusty. Does it actually work? I've not tried it. Yes, it does work. That's cool then. I've actually got my late father's original one of these that he had for many years. Whoever owned this has put a little bit of a string through it. You can't get your wrist through there, but yeah. So that's that cost me 50p. Okay, so next up we have some slip joint pliers here. These are unbranded, and it doesn't even mention where they're made. The reason I picked these up is because they don't have the standard shear type wire cutters on them here. Look, let's get zoomed in and have a look. See, we have the standard pair of pliers, two knives together. I mean, there's a bit of a gap there, and I don't think they probably will do much cutting because it's completely flat there. Whether it's worn down over time or whether it was like that from the manufacturer, I don't know. We've got a bit of a sharp, so we've got like a blade, we've got a knife and an anvil style. The teeth don't appear to be in too bad condition, as you can see there, and on the other jaw as well. They don't work too bad, not too loose. And we have a screwdriver on one of the handles too, look. It's just a shame it's not marked with who made it really, but yeah, not bad. As you can see, I went a little bit potty with the slip joint pliers today, but never mind. Let's take a look at these ones here next. Okay, so these have got India forged into the each arm, whatever we like to call them. They're not too bad. I think they're plated somehow, maybe zinc plated. They run quite well. It's quite tight in here, look. So they might cut stranded wire quite well. And we've got some quite nice moulded, you know, these soft style grips on them. So it'd be interesting to try them with some stranded wire. Namely because these things never usually cut stranded wire, multi-stranded wire. This is what we've got. Try that stuff in. We've got an end kicking about here. Right, let's give them a go. I've only got one pair of Chinese pliers that actually cut this stuff rather well. Oh, blimey. So we've got some Indian. Look at that. Oh, I'm not doing it so well this time. Oh, blimey, what's going on here then? Well, it was alright a minute ago. You saw it cutting alright a moment ago, but yeah. So not too bad, and they are in the usual pattern. Got some nice jaws in there. They don't look in too bad a condition. I wonder if they were ever used. I think they should clean up quite nicely, I reckon. What do you think, guys? They run quite nicely too. From the same guy, I couldn't resist picking these up. I had to pick these ones up. Nissan motor. They go quite nicely with my Nissan Leaf out there, look. You can see the plating's cut. I don't know how old these are, but the plating appears to be coming off. There's a bit of a gap down there with the shear cutter, so they won't cut stranded wire particularly very well at all. Teeth, good condition. They run very nicely too. I like the embellishment on the handles here, Nissan motor. They're quite nice to hold. I think these are about, looking at them, 6" possibly. Yep, 6". In fact, with the exception of this little fellow here, with his little screwdriver sticking out the back, they're all 6" slip joint pliers. See, this one comes in at 6.5 if you don't measure his screwdriver. But if you measure his screwdriver, then it becomes a bit longer. But all 6 inches today, then. Yes, so I definitely had to get the Nissan motor slip joint pliers today, then. You see the plating's coming off a bit, so it'll be interesting to see exactly how all these little fellows are. And I would imagine, although it doesn't say, they're probably made in Japan too. And it wasn't until I got these fellows home, got a 6" slip joint, nice quality, nice embellishment on the handles, tech by the looks of it, not too bad at all. I don't know how well, they may cut. Let's try them with stranded wire, shall we? Same stranded wire. Get it in there and have a look. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, they don't like it down the end. They like it. Oh, that's typical. Cutting one moment but not the next. Interesting. How can we cut the first one off then? How odd. Very strange, but anyway. Again, these are the usual style. They're nicely chrome plated by the looks of it, polished just there. They should clean up quite nicely actually, and look where they're made, guys. Made in Japan. So that probably explains why they're nice quality too. They feel nice. As I say, like the embellishment on the handles, feel good quality. They run quite nicely too. Yeah, very nice, like those. So I'm going to take them and put those in the ultrasonic cleaning tank at work, I think. Moving along to the next set of slip joint pliers we have here. TWT Williams, made in England. These may have been for a car toolkit. My favourite tool store had about, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 sets of these. These ones being the nicest of the lot. They're a little bit oily on the head here. You can see the oil on there. So somebody's actually looked after these ones. These ones don't have a nut and bolt on them. They're all the same, just been sort of peened over. So they're not. You can't adjust them really. Have we got? Yeah. So you'll never be able to cut stranded wire with them at all. Teeth look like they might be in fairly good condition too. So they're, as I say, made in England. We've got a number there. 5, 5. No embellishment on the handles. Painted black. As I say, I've seen they could be from a car toolkit, so they're quite nice. Okay then, guys. So let's move along to the proper pliers, as it were. And I believe these are maybe battery pliers, battery terminal pliers. Got some nice cross. Let's have a look, because they're a bit stiff. A bit stiff. Wow. They have some cross hatching going on in the jaws here. And we've got a cutter just there. God, these are stiff. I don't think these will be cutting stranded wire anytime soon either, because they don't actually meet up. But these are actually marked. We'll have a look at that in a moment. But over this side, somebody appears to have stamped a P into it, so you didn't want to lose them. What have we got over this side? I'm going to have to give these a... Let me give these a quick wire brush. Okay, so that must be the company that owned them. And this here... Okay, forged steel Sarkison, by the looks of it. Or S.A. Cason, one of the two. Don't know who they are. And so we have a P over the other side. And as I say, I think these are battery terminal pliers. Got some nice fat handles here. They're quite nice. They make them nice and comfortable to get hold of. Feel a little bit springy. I wonder who the company is. It's interesting. These are definitely going to have to go into the ultrasonic cleaning tank at work, because they are, wow, exceedingly stiff. But they're quite a nice pair of pliers. I like those. I thought, yeah, having those then. Okay, so let's move along to my favourite tool stall. I found these things. What these are, I really have no idea at all. Don't know what they're all about. They appear to be quite nicely made. They have got some markings on them, so let's look at those markings. Made in West Germany. So that's sometime after the Second World War, and up to about 1990 then. And over the other side we have whatever this is. Oh, it's interesting. Well, that looks like three little owls to me. Don't know about you guys. Made in Germany and three little owls. So these are obviously a specific pair of pliers for whatever reason, I don't know. But they're certainly quite nicely finished, nicely chromed. Don't know what they do or did. I don't think they're wide enough to cut anything, you know, close enough to cut anything, as you can see, but obviously maybe for folding something. I don't really know, but if you guys know what these are used for, please let me know in the comments down below. Okay, what on earth do we have here then? They're obviously angled, so they're meant to be, you know, reaching into something. Got these unusual jaws here. So I'd imagine they're probably for compressing something or other. Got some little cutouts there and there. And right, okay. We have some markings, let's have a look. Okay, so we have some form of industrial something with a Packaging Limited, London, England, that looks like. Okay, let's get the wire brush on those and we'll be straight back. Okay, so these are some interesting marks in. Industria. 60, 10, 8, so they're 8 inches long as we can see. What's it got on the other side now? Can we have a better look here? Industrial Stapling and Packaging Limited, London, England. Well, how interesting is that? So that's what they're for. Stapling packages. Well, that is interesting. Have to look those up. But you can see they've got nice sort of dipped handles. I wonder how old they are. They're probably not that old actually. 8 inches long. And I say they are angled. Probably, I don't know whether you're supposed to use them like this to get inside of packaging, or like that to get inside the packaging, or whatever. But they're interesting, aren't they? Okay. Let's move along to today's Star Buy then. Okay, so before we get on with the Star Buy, you guys have just missed an absolute treat. We just had you probably heard it, you just had Mrs Rathbone trotting into the conservatory here half naked. Nice. Anyway, today's Star Buy is a footprint wrench, and this is the first one that I've come across this year at the car boot sale. The guy had several there. He had a 12-inch footprint wrench that had been beaten to hell. I mean, it was in the right state, as you can see here, so I didn't fancy that one. And he also had a few interesting copies too, but this one looks in fairly decent condition. wonder if that's the original pivot pin there. It screws in and out quite nicely. Is it marked at all? Doesn't look like it's got any markings on it. It works quite nicely. There appear to be some faint markings on the hook here. I'll have to get a wire brush on that and find out. Over here we have the usual footprint, made in England. That's nice and heavily embossed. Well, I'll just get the wire brush on that, hang on. Haha, that's better. Look at that. You can see the foot just there. It probably says footprint under there very faintly. Made in England, so it is definitely marked then. Now, as if I haven't got enough 9-inch footprint wrenches about the place, as this is the first nice quality one I've found this year, it's got a slight bend. It's interesting. I thought, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to pick that one up. So I did. I don't know if there's any marks. I don't think there aren't any marks. Are there any marks on there? Let's have a look. No, there aren't any marks on there. But yeah, so it looks like it's got its original pivot pin too. So that's another very nice example of a footprint wrench. It's very lightly rusted. I think a dip in vinegar, you can even see the original finish just there, look. I think a dip in vinegar should sort this out very nicely indeed. We've got some paint to get rid of just there. It's very nice, I like that set then. Okay guys, well I've decided I'm going to add these two to the Star Buys 2. This is quite interesting. Forged steel, Sakasson, and the company name, which I always like to find the company name on tools. That's interesting. And obviously the user have said has put a P in there. They will, blimey, cactus, they will definitely be going into the ultrasonic cleaning tank. And we have these interesting packaging pliers as well, by the looks of it, stapling pliers of some description. Quite how they work I don't know, but yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, they're going into the Star Buys 2. Okay then, so for some reason or another, and I don't know why, but this year seems to be slip joint pliers for me. I don't know why that should be, but it's just one of those things, you know, you just go a little potty every now and again. But yeah, these Indian ones aren't too bad. I think if I give them a clean up, they should come up quite nicely actually. Couldn't resist Nissan motor. Obviously, you know, if you find Japanese made tools out there, pick them up because they're usually very good quality. I mean, look at the how the cutter has been moulded in there, like, see. So these are not the same. Are they the same? Yes, they are actually the same both sides. They've got nice chrome finish there, and the standard style of the you know, slip joint pliers. Put them down there. Got some English made ones there, nice. Almost NOS, them ones. And of course, the first footprint wrench of the year. Okay then everyone, so another bunch of interesting tools. As I say, I've moved these two pairs of pliers, I've moved those into the Star Buys as well, because they're, well, they're just so interesting, aren't they? Especially this packaging thing here. I don't know exactly what you do with those, but they're certainly very nice. I'm going to have to clean those up too. I don't know why anybody would want to bring a pair of packaging pliers home with them, but whatever. We have the first footprint wrench of the year. As if I haven't got enough 9-inch footprint wrenches, here's yet another one. But yeah, got some nice slip joint pliers again. A bit of a mystery tool, what that is. If you know what this little fellow is used for, guys, please let me know down in the comments below, because I haven't got a clue what that's all about. Made in West Germany, sometime between the war and 1990 then. Nicely finished, nice and comfortable. Needs a drop of oil on it by the sounds of it. Pop them just there then. And we've got some more nice Japanese made slip joint pliers there. Well, obviously the Nissans I would imagine are made in Japan too. Okay guys, well don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and don't forget to ring this bell, you know, because that gives you notifications of when I upload new content. You can also join me on Instagram, and you've probably seen my setup there already this morning before I started filming. And yeah, I guess that's just about it for today then, guys. If you've got any comments, please leave them down there as always. Let me know which is your favourite tool here. It's got to be these three fellows right here for me, and the slip joints obviously. But yeah, let me know which is your favourite down below, and I'll catch you on the next video then. See you later.